The final chapter is finally here. We first get greeted with a colored page, where the host explains how for the first time in history, they have chosen a divine visionary who does not possess magic. Mash Burn Dead stepped forward while pointing in the gate's direction. Only to find out that Mash is not actually here, the Afro guy explains how Mash Burn Dead couldn't be here today, but he gave him a letter. While the crowd is whispering, he says that he is going to read it out loud for him. Hello, everyone. I want to say that I'm very honored, but I think I might pass on this whole divine visionary thing. I've never been able to use magic. I did what I did because even those without magic ought to be able to live in peace just by receiving everyone's acknowledgement. I've reached my goal. Well, to be honest, I think everyone deserves that right. Those without magic, the sister-obsessed, and the cowards, the unpopular kids and the delusional, the people who did some bad stuff, the rule-obsessed, and the narcissists. Those who just want their parents' love or who care too much about strength, the backstabbers, and the bare-chested. If we all could live in peace, that'd be great. I'll let Lance handle the rest. He's got it together. Okay, so that's it. It ends here, says Afro Guy. Did that just happen? And the crowd starts clapping. The headmaster and the other divine visionaries look impressed. Back at Mash's home, his pops is just doing his normal everyday activities while crying out of happiness. Mash breaks the doorframe again and says, Sorry. Welcome home, Mash, says Pops. I'm finally back, Mash says, and Pops asks if the door thing was on purpose, with Mash replying that it wasn't. Later that day, we see Finn has come to visit Mash. Everyone is a little late, Finn says. Yes, they are, Pops says, and continues to elaborate on how Mash was so exited to share his recipe and that he wants to become a pâtissier. I just finished baking the cream puffs, says Mash. I'm sure they'll be here soon. The cream puffs are looking good, they say. Well, I'm hoping to go pro, Mash explained. Did you hear a third person? Lemon is standing behind Mash with the death stare. When did you? Says Mash. She starts explaining how they've been under the same roof for a month now. She's been living in the ceiling, which is very questionable, but a very Lemon thing to do. Is that cohabitating? Mash asks. I'm your fiancé, so yes, says Lemon. Dot can't comprehend what he just heard and faints, and asks for a girlfriend. Meanwhile, someone new has entered the house. It's Lance with his little sister Anna. She starts introducing herself, but his friends don't know it's her sister yet, so they freak out, shouting that he's a kidnapper while Mash is straight-faced. I can't believe you'd go that far, says Mash, while the other two are still going crazy. She's my actual sister, Lance explained. So you really had one Mash, says. I just assumed it was some kind of delusion, says Dot. You still give off criminal vibes, Lemon adds. Thank you very much for taking care of my brother, says Anna. She's so polite, says Mash. Lance explained how her magic power came back after they fought Epidem, and how he owes everyone. No need to bow to us, Dot says while handing out a cream puff. Lance starts go mad, shouting that he shouldn't touch her with his dirty teenage hands, and how disgusting his existence is. They start fighting while the others enjoy their cream puffs. More people start entering Mash's house. Rain, you came, said Finn. I'd just like to start by thanking you properly, says Good Stylish Dude, and he starts rushing to his mirror. Rain asks for forgiveness from Mash for his behavior. Rain wants to say something else, but he gets interrupted by a bunny. Everyone's so weird, Mash thinks. The headmaster thanks Mash for saving the world on his behalf. Kay answers Mash. He goes on to say that even Order Maddle is pleased with his heroics. Then the agent from the start enters the house too. He starts asking for the deal and how he wants his money. But instead, Mash offers him a cream puff. He starts saying all kinds of things to try and throw him off guard. The agent does not like that he is trying to make him forget the deal for a mere cream puff. And Mash continues mumbling. It's an honor to get to try these today, says Mash. The agent gets caught off guard by Mash, his sincere smile, and says how it's delicious. Then it ends with the narrator explaining that Mash was chosen as the first magicless divine visionary in the magic world, improving the lives of all without the use of magic. In time, hatred and discrimination towards magicless would vanish altogether, the narrator explained. Mash and friends survived further handships and adventures, living happily in peace. The end. Such a beautiful and poetic ending to a lovely story about a guy without magic living in a magic world. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe and comment WMASH if you've made it to the end. That's it for me. Peace.